So we're spoiled here. We got everything. This kind. That's why I like everybody to see, and I want you to explain to the people afterwards, Michael, what people go through, and sometimes here we should be very thankful we are here and we're able to do all these things, because the poorest people here are probably the richest in Laos, like one of those countries. So now I always use kosher salt, like I told you guys. Salt, don't even worry about it, because you can always add salt to it. Because if you put too much salt, forget about it. Little pepper. Of course, oregano. That's it. And I'm going to use some garlic over here. So you can slice the garlic or you can smash it like this. And now the most important thing is olive oil. When you cook for people or you cook for yourself and like that, use the best ingredients because that's good for your health. Don't try to cut corners. Lemon. And you know, I never use thyme, but somebody told me thyme is good with it, so we're just going to throw a little thyme in there. I use thyme with pork usually, because it's very good on it. Like grilled pork chops, lemon and olive oil and all that stuff. I've never done it with chicken, so we're just going to try it. It's not, doesn't hurt. So now, I'm going to cook the chicken on this full-size pans here I have here. So, what I do, I'm just going to mix everything together. So first what I do, I put the chicken upside down like this because I'm going to cook the chicken like this at least for a half hour. I'm going to a little more olive oil. And I'm just going to add just a little touch of water, that's it. Okay, we're good here. Now, we're going to cook, like I said, the chicken inside out for half hour in the oven, then we're going to turn it over. But the potatoes, we're not going to touch the potatoes at all, they're going to cook with it. Excuse me 1 second. That's it. In a half hour, we're going to turn the chicken right over and we're going to let it cook. And then, like I told you, what I done before, that's the same chicken is going to be come out. I did it to save some time. So that's how it's going to be. Michael, right here. Let's take a picture, Michael. That's the Greek roasted chicken. So we're going to cut that a little while. So now, Michael, if you want to do anything, let me know what the next step. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some we'll do some lamb, some pork kebabs, and we'll do some pork cutlets. So if you like to get in and do any of this stuff, let me know. I will. Okay, what I like to do, if you like to put some gloves on, and then I can catch up on some other stuff. Two gloves here, and just take the fat off this thing, of this tenderloin here. And we can use both of them. The knife is sharp enough, but if you, I don't know if you're used to any knives like this or you want to use the other knife, you can. So right here we've got this, and I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to chop some onions, because I'm going to start making the Greek soup. Onion is the basic thing to make soups, to do anything. It gives a nice and sweet taste to it. So how many years have you been doing this, Michael?
I started started in 2008.
2008, so you're talking almost 8 years.
Yep. You want me to take like all this fat off? Or
Any skin if you think has to be done. I don't think we need to do, no.
That's okay.
Okay, now, what I like to do, like, we're gonna do, just cut it like this, the same size all the way down.
Okay.
So, and what made you do that?
Well, I was a management and administrative consultant for medical and dental practices for many, many years.
Oh,
And in the evenings, I taught meditation to small groups of people for free. And I decided that I didn't have enough time for my own meditation because I was always teaching other people. And I took a trip to Asia to research temples because I was thinking about becoming a monk. I was thinking about becoming a monk. And when I went there, I met the students at the temples. They were novices at the Buddhist temples. And they were so eager to practice their English with me with a little bit of knowledge that they knew. And I spent only 2 days there. And I spent the whole time at the temple and took them to a bookstore, bought them some books, and they wanted to bring me right back and practice reading with me, which I did. And when I had to leave, they were like, will you please come and be our English teacher? And I thought, oh, that's a good idea. And so I started this project. It's called Smile Project, Supporting Multitudes in Life and Education. It's smileproject.us is our website.
okay.
And so I just been teaching free classes.
So you guys watch his program, it's on the internet, right? Or you have it on a
I have a website. Yeah.
website, please, can you repeat that again?
Yeah,
So-
it's www.smileproject.us. Let me say that. So my website is www.smileproject.us.
And we appreciate whoever is going to see their website, and I want you guys to see how fortunate, how lucky we are, how the gifted this man is to leave everything just to go there, because a good heart and a good grown up human beings, not many people can do that. So I congratulate you to that. And I wish I can do it, to be honest with you. I love stuff like this. Okay, we're going to talk, because I would love to do that again, because people need us out there, and we're not there for them. We have everything in the wall, so we should give something a little back. Just a little bit, it's enough. So now, this is the chopped onions. I'm going to do for the Greek soup. So we're going to go here. I'm going to put, so if you like to come over here, Michael, so we can get this together. So this, I'm going to start my noodle, the Greek noodle soup. I'll use olive oil and onions, that's the base I'm starting with. So we're just going to saute the onions to golden, when they're like nice and golden, and then I'm going to add some chicken juice here, which I use for all my soups. What I do, I just cook chicken parts, and I keep the juice here. So then it's going to add some of that, a little salt, and we'll go.
Great.
Now, the next step we have here is, okay, we're going to do the kebabs, we're going to do some cutlets. So, in order to have a kebab, we usually put peppers, tomatoes, and onions. And if you like, we're not going to put this in skewers, because no matter what, you're going to have to take it out again anyways. And if you like to do this, Michael, just cut me some peppers like this, and I'm going to go on this side, and I'm going to make some of those pork cutlets, and you can do the kebab. See, this is the softest part of the pork tenderloin. So you cook for the kids too, Michael, over there? or just-
I teach them how to cook.
Okay.
but I don't do all the cooking. Once
Yeah.
I teach them, they cook. They have a cooking schedule, a couple kids on each shift. I have actually, I have my classroom in my house,
Oh, nice.
and I have 8 kids that live with me full time. So
Beautiful.
they cook.
Excellent. So you have your own house there, or you just...
It's the project's house.
Oh, the projects. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay, now we're going to get some onions. Just cut the onions, we've got square pieces like this we did over here.
How do you want the onions cut?
We're going to do it the same way as that. Just peel it, cut it in half and fours, and then So I'm going to do some tomatoes. Okay. Yeah, just it's kind of like that, like a cross, all the way down. And then I think we should cut each one of these in half, like this. And then we'll peel right out. Beautiful. Now we're gonna make the kebab. I think we should peel the other tenderloin too, so we can have enough food, so we can make enough food for everybody. Look at that, look how good that looks.
Beautiful.
So what type of food do the people eat there? Like is the same, similar to what we eat here, or just
You would not see a piece of pork this large at one person's house at least. You know, we mostly have rice and vegetables. A lot of families, actually a lot of the kids that live with me, when they have food at their family's house, many times all they have is rice and water and chili. Okay? No vegetables, no
Oh.
meat. So at my house, we have eggs in the morning, and we have chicken and rice and vegetables at lunch, and dinner we have rice and vegetables, although lately we started having meat at dinner as well because some of my kids are now in university and they can't come home for lunch because the school's far away.
Yeah.
So they complained that they couldn't have lunch, chicken at lunch because they weren't there, so we have chicken at dinner as well. But it's minimal, you know. Sometimes there's not quite enough, and I let them eat before I do
Yeah.
because I can make something later.
you
but-
see that
Yeah.
that's the thing. We don't know how fortunate we are to be here, how lucky we are. And what other people that we should like be so thankful because look all this other in this stage of the 20th century, 21st century, and it should be no excuse for people to be starving.
Right.
The money is all over the place, and how much is enough for somebody to keep all this money instead of giving it out there? Because the only thing these people want to do is to tax deduct the money on something else
Yeah.
instead of giving it to people to live. Well, like
Exactly.
they're only looking for tax deductions. Instead of, you mean they don't look for people to like say, listen, give it to these little kids over there because they're far away. They probably can get no tax deduction. That's why I don't give the money there. So, come on.
So all
And
the
everybody
donations-
wake up, wake up. It means well,
all
life
the
is for
donations
everybody.
to my project are tax deductible because I have a 501c3
Yeah.
in the United States. So
Yeah, I know, but you see, we're not talking about a few $1,000s or something like that. We're talking about people with they don't know, they can even count their money.
right.
There's no need for these young kids or anybody in the world to be starving.
Yep.
It's
How's that
not an
sound?
excuse. That looks great. We'll do the same way we did the other one.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna do, okay, we've got all there. Just gonna make some French fries after that. I just set a carrot over here. Just gonna cut a little carrot for my soup, but I'm gonna have to cut the carrot very thin because you want it to cook faster. Can you do me a favor, please? Can you put that in my onions there, please? Stir that up. Yeah, and just stir it. So Okay, now, what we're gonna do now with this, it's gonna remove this, put my plates back on. I'm gonna try to make a kebab. So now we're gonna season all this kebab. Just gonna break the onions up. So you can always put this in the oven too. If you don't have enough time to fry it or grill it, like that. So when you going back, Michael, next week?
The 18th.
Or the 18th, the 18th, yeah, when I'm coming back from Greece.
I leave
Yeah.
here on the 18th and I arrive there on the 20th.
Why, it takes 2 days to get there?
3 flights.
Oh, 3 flights. Put a little pepper. 3 flights. Then what airline goes out there? Salt. What airline do you take from here? Or
Different every time that I've come, but this time I'm flying Lufthansa
Or Lufthansa, yes.
through Frankfurt.
Okay. Lufthansa to Frankfurt. That's.
What airline do you fly?
I usually Lufthansa is one of them. British Airways is another one, and Swiss Air. There's Air France sometimes I take. Depends where's the special.
Yeah.
But they're all, I'll be honest with you, they're all on time.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't complain. They're good. They're good.
Air France has flights to Laos, so.
Air France, oh. But I like it when on time. Years ago, we used to go to Greece and stuff like that. You leave like 8 o'clock at night, supposed to fly out, and then the plane would delay like 5-6 hours. That would take you like 25 hours just to get there. So we're gonna put on top of it when it gets warm. Now we're gonna make some French fries right here. Get some more oil over here. Get the oil nice and hot. So now the soup. This is chicken soup. I'm going to use some chicken broth here. You see, that's how we do it for Brothers Dog, making all the soups. We cook parts of chicken and we get the juice out of it. That's the best thing. I hate to use those, a lot of people, they get the sodium stuff like that in cans. Those things are too much salt and I don't even know if it's real chicken either. So that's why I avoid canned gas, so I cook my own stuff. Okay, this should be, I have to cover some, it's going to cover this so we can boil faster. Now, we've got a shish kebab here. If you want to throw some of this in here, Michael, and throw some in here.
Oh, I just love that.
That's how you're going to use, oh yeah. Just be careful with that, that's yours. You just go there and there, and I'm going to keep this for my French fries.
Some in each.
Yeah, please, on those two. I think we should get, we have enough. Let me get, because I think it's going to be, I put some of the vegetables with them. So now we're going to do some French fries. Is that? Just 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do the fries on the other one. Always watch your knife when you cut fries, because you can always cut yourself. Potato is a very tricky thing to cut because knives get stuck. It's like it's nothing better than a fresh French fry. Okay, I'm going to wait a little more because the oil is not hot enough yet. And I think we need a little more olive oil on this. Yeah, it looks like we need a little olive oil on this one. So you from Lynn originally?
I am.
That's your mom, right?
That's my mom.
I can tell you what it look like.
I was
So you
born
gotta
in
say hello to
Salem.
mom. Okay.
Born in Salem, grew up in Swampscott, Lynn, Marblehead, all around.
Oh yeah, so you're
North Shore.
no sure, yes. Okay, the oil is ready for the fries and we're good. We're working. You see, this is the way I drop in grease. That's the kind of cooking I do.
Looks good.
So we're going to keep this over here in case. See, so we're already there. That's the reason I cover it. We throw a couple, maybe 3 teaspoons or so. Okay, right here. And where I put my noodles. So we're talking about, I'm going to use this. That's an 8-ounce cup, 10-ounce cup. I'm going to use 2 of those. I don't usually like to measure things, but I have to do it like to show people what they're going to say, how do you know? I usually do it like put on my hand and just, because after a while you used to it. Because it's pasta, you got to stir it so you don't want it to get stuck. Okay, now. You know, when there was the Olympics at 202 in Greece, I did the cooking show there.
Wow.
Yeah. I was with NBC picked me to do that cooking show for the Olympics. So I was with Kay Couric and Matt Lauer. I got pictures, we got videos and stuff like that. It's nice. But it was fun.
Yeah.
And I still feel like it's like a dream. Because I never thought I was going to be able to go there. Because they went all around the country. They picked people that, and then in the end they chose me to go. And then when I came back from Greece 4 days before, it was like August 4th. And I get a phone call, you ready to go to Greece? I go, we just came back. And then they said, no, we want you to cook for the Olympics for NBC. So I said, that's a lie. I said, if I don't see a ticket in my hand, and you deliver me a ticket, and where I'm going to stay and all this stuff, I don't believe nobody. So it's okay, tomorrow's going to be there.
Yeah. You have the right personality and the right energy for it, so I understand
So,
why. you do.
no, they went all over. I was shocked. I never expected that to happen. But it was a good lesson, but I still feel like it was a dream. And then I was on TV and everybody here had to be on and the waving and I was on the phone. St. George, good experience. It's a good experience to have my grandkids when I have someday.
Good.
So that's the way you make shish kebab. Beef, lamb, pork, chicken. But sometimes you can put in skewer, which looks, I think the skewer looks better, but it won't taste any better. Because this way you can cook it all the way. That's the best way, I mean. You know what we should do? Since we're here, I should make some rice because kebab goes with rice good. Gonna reduce my fire a little bit. Okay. We're good there. So I think we should make some rice. So you're not in pain, right? You just came back from the dentist, so you okay? You feel okay?
I'm all right.
Okay, good.
I can't chew anything right now, but
Oh, you're gonna have a soup. That's for you, that's right. Michael, just try to stir those kebabs around. Yeah, so I can get the rice. Oh, they look good. So now the rice, right? I make rice almost every time we do the show. So I put some oil, olive oil there, and let it get a little more hot. Then I'm going to put my rice in it. I'm going to stir the oil. Okay, I'm going to add some salt to it. Couple. So, like I said, you can always add salt to everything. So just watch on the salt. So now I'm going to use, instead of using water this time, I'm going to use some chicken broth on there too. Like chicken broth is like a penicillin. You know, that's, people use it like they think. Yeah. Okay, we're good here, we're good there. Just going to cover this one. Cooks faster. Our noodles. Spend a little time on that. How are we doing on this one? Good. Oh, this stuff is ready. See, it's all done. Beautiful. A little more, we're good. You know, I love this cast iron pans. I'm telling you, they're the best things to cook. Look at the differences now.
Yeah.
There's a cast iron, look at that. This is like the boiled stuff. This is grill. Cooks equal, any way you put it.
Yeah.
That's all, a couple minutes done. I remember my mother used to come in from the farm, working all day in the farm, right at night time she used to cook. Because my grandmother wasn't there, and then she cooked French fries and eggs, you know, it was my best thing, quick and everything. So now we're going to check the chicken. Because we're the half hour already gone. So look at the chicken now. Because I want it to cook on the bottom, so I'm going to turn the chicken right over. Shake the potatoes a little bit. And everything's going to cook at the same time. So So if you don't have a skills, don't worry about making a kebab. You can make it this way. I think these two they are done. I'm gonna cook this a little more. Excellent. Sometimes I cook 5 or 6 things same time. I get bored because I have nothing else to do, so I cook eggs. I do.
Me too, but my mom complains that I make too much of a mess in the kitchen when I do.
Oh, in my house, I probably get thrown out of the house if I cook there. So we gotta say hello to your mom, please. Can you welcome here? So we can say hello to you. I want to congratulate you about the best son you have here. So proud of him.
Thank you.
You know?
Hi,
This is my mom.
my little boy.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
you got a great son. He's a great son because he's a good mother. And good parents, they're good kids. That's what it is. Watch your kids, and they're all going to grow up right.
All I wanted for them was to be happy, and he's happy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming to the show. Thank you. That's a tough noodle there still. If you don't mind, can you turn those over 1 second? No, turn it over, like the meat.
Turn it over.
Yeah. Yeah, because, when I put it, I have it in my hand somewhere. Always keep using my stuff, except when the other guy steals my stuff, and I gotta look. Just gonna cover it for a few minutes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna chop the chicken up so I can have it ready. Sometimes I don't have enough room for this stuff. Sanitize the table, cutting board, knives. Like I told before, I use a little touch of bleach and water. It's the best sanitizer I ever found. The other stuff says 99.9 and you can't win with this sanitizer. Even water, soap and water would be just the best. And now I'm gonna get the chicken, but I'm gonna chop the chicken up. I brought this knife from Greece. I brought it from Greece, right in my suitcase. Yeah. So when you put stuff in your suitcase, they don't bother you because you don't carry it. You
So
know?
far.
Of course, so far.
That'll be the next thing.
Yes. And there was the funniest thing. I brought 2 knives like that because I love them. I can't find them here. So it makes my life easier to cut the meats and the chicken and everything. So now, what I'm gonna do, I bought these plates today so I can be easier to work with. Put some fries here. I make one of the plates here. So we take the chicken out. See how the chicken come out? You can cut it one more time, but you don't have to. But be careful, took me a while to get used to this stuff. So We just have one plate, potatoes and chicken. So. Put it back in, and we're good. So now I'm gonna. Michael, do you want to cut the next one? Okay, we're good here. Okay, so gotta turn the fries over here. So what I do when I take the fries out, I even salt them now, and then you can always add more salt to it afterwards, and then I throw a little oregano on top.
I'm surprised they take so long for the fries compared to the other stuff.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. The fries a little thicker, but you sure I did? I knew the fire was halfway.
Oh.
Yeah. You see, that's how it was. If you don't pay attention to cooking, forget it. Yeah, that was halfway.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're gonna get the rest of the kebab out, but I need to get knife plates over here. So I'm gonna put everything here. This usually keeps very high heat for a while, so we have to be careful carrying that. These are kebabs here. We don't need this right now. You can move it down a little bit. Ron, please take that one and this one. No, I don't. Gonna pick up some of the stuff in here. So we'll clean our table a little bit. And I don't think we need this cutting board anymore either. So wait, sorry. So far we're good. This says kebab. This is our chicken here. We get the kebab. We'll make a Greek soup. You see that? See, if I didn't catch the heat thing was halfway, we'll still be cooking this fries.
Still looks good.
It's coming out. So we're gonna get the rest of the stuff here. Shut that off. Just let it evaporate on its own. Okay, that's gonna be done in a second. Okay, so now we got that there. Gonna get the other. The only thing you have to check on these ones, the salt. Everything else, I guarantee you it tastes good. So now we're going to put, just like to put a little lemon on the top. let's see what else. Our fries are almost there. Oh yes. Which one? I'll leave it right there for now. You never know. In order to make the good French fries, you gotta use a good potato though. Idaho is the, I found it being, and Yukon is good potato too. There's two potatoes. The other potatoes like a wood, and anything else you buy like those, they call it chef potatoes and all kind of stuff is like a wood. You cook them, they never,
So where do you get the good potatoes in Greece? You import them from Idaho?
no, we have great potatoes in Greece.
From where? What
They-
part?
Tripoli, Sparta, yeah, they're well known about the potatoes. Oh yeah, like you talk about acres and acres, I mean, that's what they do. Salt is our French fries. So let's see our soups. And Greek people, they are very picky what they eat. They will not stand for anything cheaper quality. I'm telling you, and even you go to a restaurant, they make sure they ask you, that's fresh. If you like them, you're gonna get it back in a second. And there's a big thing for it. Yeah. Oh yeah, they just, because everybody knows, most of the Greek people, they grow up in the farm. They know exactly what the real thing is, what the good things. So, and if you sell like frozen stuff, you should tell people you have frozen. You mean, don't say, I got it fresh.
A lot of people aren't picky. If they got food, they eat it.
I know. So what we can do, we can use this oil for something quick, it's a couple of minutes. So celery here, we're gonna make those pork cutlets. So look how easy we're gonna do this one. Egg wash. You see, that's what I do all the time. I always have something else to make. Okay, this one's here. Because you got the breadcrumbs, you don't want them to burn fast. You just reduce the heat. While it's hot. First white flour, all-purpose flour, and here. You can use plain breadcrumbs or seasoned breadcrumbs. A little bit. The same way you can do the chicken, you can do anything. The veal cutlets. Like you said, Michael, imagine build your house or your kitchen, all the stuff will be all over the place. Like mine, you find spaghetti on the floor, you find whatever it is. When the kids were little, I used to cook. By the time we clean up, it was 3 hours, 3 more hours. And always the kids wanted to try how you make it, and it goes all over the place again. You see, my kitchen is not a fancy kitchen like all this garnish and all this stuff. But I like to cook like the way I grew up. Because food was very important to us. The looks, the taste and the food was very important. The taste, the looks wasn't very important because we didn't have nothing else. Excellent. So now I'm going to have to turn this over. start with the first one. A little more. See, this is already brown. That's why you gotta be careful. Breadcrumbs burn right away, so you don't, so you gotta slow down on that. Good. And it takes like 3 or 4 minutes, everything's done. So let's see our soups here. Put it at the top, yeah. That's the Greek soup. All right, it's done too. So what I'm going to do now, put on the soup side, I have a spoon. No, there's no spoon. That's it. That's the Greek soup. We can add some grated cheese on the top if you like. We can add chicken to it, so you can call it chicken noodle, it's just a noodle soup with a chicken broth. The rice, we're going to leave a few minutes. Then we're going to do what I want to do. Ronnie, can I please have the cutting board for a second? Leave it right here. Do you wash this or anything? Okay, leave it like that. This is romaine lettuce, which I like better than the iceberg lettuce. This is done. I'm going to just take them out. Because I can't leave them in the oil because the oil is going to soak right into it. This little pork cutlets. Okay, we're just right here. And then I just want to make because you can't have a meal without a salad. You gotta have some kind of vegetable with it. So this very simple way to do it. Ronnie. The cucumbers, you can use them like this. You can give them peel, as long as you wash them. I like the onions a little bigger because they taste better, I think. green pepper. Just trying to catch up on some time here. Ronnie, and in 2 seconds I'm gonna need the red vinegar, please. Okay, I'm gonna put a little black pepper, a little oregano. You see that? I'm gonna add a little red vinegar. Okay, that's how we're gonna pick that up later. Olive oil. And a little salt. Mix it. I'm going to show you. So I don't know if you can. Nice and healthy salad, but do me a favor. If you feed other people, use gloves. If you feed yourself, don't have to use gloves. And if you can add feta cheese, it's unbelievable. If you don't want feta cheese, this thing's great. Nice and healthy. So what we're going to do, so we can see it better, we're going to do it this way. Honey. So that's our salt enough. We want to make it to make a nice little plate. We can do it like this. Tomatoes always on the top because it looks nice. Let me get my glove out. Let me see my scoop. Two scoops of rice, or you can put French fries. You can make another plate with the French fries afterwards. So, and I need my, what do I do with my thing? Okay, right here. So this is the kebab. Put peppers. Tomatoes, another piece of meat. Make sure you grab all the vegetables here, tomato. So that's one of the kebab plates. You can put lemon on the oil, on the rice, add anything you like. That's our plate here. You can use French fries, so we'll do the other one with the French fries now. I like it with French fries better because I'm used to the French fries all the time. So, here's your vegetables. Yes. And this one going to be nice too. We're going to put one piece of the pork cutlet too on the top. Okay, so I guess we got most everything here. And Michael, I'd like to invite your mom to taste. Which one's your favorite meal? What you see here? What do you want me to make? I want you to taste. The pork and the French fries. No, I got I got the roast potatoes too.
Roast potatoes.
Roast potatoes, and you like a little salad with it there? Okay. Mom's come first and then we'll come last. This pork here. There you go. I'm going to get you. Oh, Ron, can I have a knife out there, please? We're just going to move this. Please, and your first name?
Nancy.
Nancy, please. Nancy, there's a fork and we'll give it. I need a knife. I need a regular knife. A butter knife, like bread knife. We can use this knife if you like, or you want to cut it for you?
Very much. No, this is great. Thank you.
I don't know if the potatoes are cold already, but we have
This kitchen is nice and warm. delicious.
That's why I think the pork might be much better than the potato. Nice and soft and tender, yeah. Thank you.
Very tender,
Yeah? Does it have a good flavor to it?
delicious.
Good, good, thank
Very
you.
tasty. Watching you putting spices on, and now I can taste them.
So Michael, if you'd like to come over here, I'm gonna invite Mr. Phil over here too, for the end of the night. I wanna thank everybody watching the show. Thank you, Michael. And Miss Nancy here, Michael's mom. And they took the time to come over. Michael left the dentist, so you can come over here, just to show the kids how lucky they are to have Michael as a guardian and a student and a teacher. And he's teaching them the right thing. And they are lucky kids to have. And I wanna say hello to all the kids there and I wish you well. And let me tell you, in good hands. That's what I have to say. Because I know Michael, I met Michael a while ago, maybe about a month ago, but I know his mom for many times. And they're nice philanthropist people because they've been in all these places we go, all this fundraisers and all this stuff. I always see you there, and I know good-hearted people they are. And that's why I hope everybody takes Michael's steps, Miss Nancy's steps, and all of our steps to help people out there because well, everybody needs somebody. So let's not say we don't need anybody because people out there need more than others. So please help the people they need more. And I want to invite Mr. Phil here. Phil, is Phil coming? See, he's the man who's in charge with all this, he works for the school department, and he does all this stuff. He's a great person. Helps a lot of people, nice. He's coming? Okay.
If they want to know more about what I do, go to my website, www.smileproject.us, and you can read all about how I got there, what I do, and find links to other information too. So,
Thank you, Michael. This is Phil. This is Miss Nancy, Mr. Michael. I don't know if you hear what he does.
from Laos, in Southeast Asia.
He does all this humanitarian aid. He teaches kids. He cooks for the kids. Not just teaching, he cooks for them and everything. Yeah.
No, out of here.
Yeah.
That's how I get to brothers.
She's
We
amazing.
try to do our best. You're all amazing. Let me tell you, you most amazing than anybody else live in your country, your mother, your father, everything just to go there. It's a big thing, I'm telling you. It's like, I mean, you gotta have, like, I mean, you're a gifted person, like, to do all these things because you're missing, you're leaving so many good things behind just to go start again from the beginning. So, I tell you, that's what I say.
But you feed the people, I teach the people.
Yeah, but you feel them too. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I want to thank you so much, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you for
Appreciate that.
having
It was
me.
very nice to meet you too.
Yes.
I love to meet people.
I'll be back.
and
I'll see you
you're an
again, I'm
exception.
sure.
Thank you.
Lovely to
Thank you
get
for
to know
bringing
you.
your son here so you can. And Phil, thank you. Where you been? Oh, that one. That's beef. That's pork tenderloin. Yeah. Pork tenderloin. You tried the chicken at all? Michael, what are you going to eat?
I can't even.
You want to take some soup home?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to put some. I want to try it. This is my stuff. Oh, French fries are soft. Good job. You can do the French fry. Yes. I want to say thank you to Michael's mom first because she brought him here and she's, I know what kind of person she is and I know her son is an outstanding person and I appreciate what they do overseas because that's a gift to Japan. I want to thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I want to thank everybody who's watching the show. And please go to Michael's website, like you said. Please one more time, Michael.
www.smileproject.us.
And you won't lose. You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to see what an outstanding person is. And we should encourage more people to do. Maybe they can't do that far, but they can do it here. You don't have to go far away. So please, and anything we can do from Brothers Deli, you're welcome anytime. You want to learn how to cook, you want a recipe, you want to spend the day here with us, I don't mind. I love to have you here.
Yeah, if
Please.
you've never been to Brothers, come because the food is amazing. And not only that, the service is amazing and the people are amazing. And George is always here.
Thank you. Thank you. And good luck to everybody and always be safe. Always watch everything because you never know what's out there. You know, might be ice on the road, might be water on the road, might be slippery floors, or whatever. Watch everything. Doesn't matter if the weather conditions. Watch everything, and you're going to be safe. And respect people. Respect people and give people, always take people the same as you. Don't think you're better or lower than people. Everybody's the same. And thank you.